Colonization never ended in the white supremacist system. And as we see today, the colonization is in the mind. Now, those who have been enslaved and those who have been colonized, we're still dealing with the remnants of that through the colonization of the mind. Pick up my book, 7 Steps to Decolonize the Mind, and we will help deprogram you from the colonization that was put upon you by generations and generations of white supremacy. You can pick it up today on Amazon.com.
Hello fam, welcome back to the African Diaspora News channel. I am Wongel Zelalem bringing you this report. Today's report comes from France. A French politician is worried that France can culturally become Africa in 2060. As always, their mind is occupied by Africans, even though they have a lot on their plate. Let me read for you her exact quote. We'll come back and discuss. Marion Marechal, a French politician and a former member of parliament, expressed fear that her country could be culturally dominated by Africa in the near future if action is not taken. According to her, the data indicated that if the current demographic curve continues, France could become assimilated into African culture and that her country could lose its influential relationship with the outside world. She said, quote, "It would be a France which would bear the same name but could no longer be the same, no longer the same culture, the same mores, the same relationship in the world." She sounds really stressed about the situation. And how did she even come up with the number 2060? What does that even mean, can culturally become Africa? Well, we know that they tried the same thing with Africa when they colonized the British, the French, Germany. When they colonized Africa, what they would do was they would make sure that the people learned their language and took their culture in and leave their own culture. And they found out that it really works to change a person or change a nation into having your values and taking your instructions better. Not just that, even now when you're an immigrant to those countries, they force you into learning their language and learning their culture and values and actually living by that value, even though you're not necessarily from there. So I understand why she's saying this, because she knows that they did the exact same thing to us. But now what I am confused with is, how did she come up with that conclusion, 2060? And how will we do it? Are we colonizing them? Are we enslaving them? Just because, African countries are standing up and telling France, leave our country and go back to your own country. Just because people are getting up and saying that, or a few immigrants come to your country. Like, where is this fear coming from? The way she's talking, it sounds like, Africans are marching to France to conquer and colonize. Like, it does not make sense at all. It's just her paranoia and her not wanting Africans to have an influence on them. But frankly, it's not that we're trying to influence them. If they're influenced because they are looking at our culture. Nobody's conquering them. Nobody is forcing them to take our culture. So I don't know where she's coming from. Anyways, fam, let us know down below what your thoughts are about this. I am Wongel Zelalem. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.